Y'all know I talk about domestic violence quite often on this channel. So this time, unfortunately, is not going to be any different. Unfortunately, it hit close to home this time. Just a few days ago, my niece was murdered from her estranged partner. Unfortunately, she had a restraining order against him, but that didn't stop it. That did not stop him from doing what he intended on doing to her. She's no longer here, but maybe perhaps with this video, this could shed some light to others. Let me start off by saying this. A restraining order does not stop domestic violence. It does not stop it. For some of them, for some of the abusers, it makes them irritated and it spins them into a rage. So let's start off by saying that. So for a lot of people who may think, and this is nothing that I am saying has nothing to do with what my niece has said, what she's done, because I'm not even going to speak on that. This is moving forward for others because she's no longer here, unfortunately. 38 years old. But again, the restraining orders do not prevent an abuser from their attacks. The only thing that a restraining order does is give you the opportunity to contact the police department if that individual is near you. But how about if you don't have that opportunity to pick up that phone? I will strongly suggest, and this is not a video about violence. However, it is a video about protecting yourself. It's a video about protecting yourself. Document everything that happens with the local authorities. Document. Whatever you have to get to protect yourself with from a person who is threatening you, a violent person. They could have never laid hands on you ever in their life, but just the mere fact that they allowed it to come out of their mouth what they're going to do to you, don't take that for granted. So find out from your local authorities, what can you do to protect yourself? What can you do? Arm yourself. Find out what are the laws in your area. Unfortunately, if a person is attacking you, trying to think in your mind what the authorities is going to say or do would probably be the furthest thing from your mind when you're in protection mode. So documentation is important. If you cannot leave your local area, suppose you are that individual that has just purchased a home or just moved into an apartment or have invested so much into your home and don't have the funds to move. What are you going to do? That is something that you have to consider. Consider planning. If you are in a domestic abusive relationship, plan. Never let them know what you're going to do. Never even attempt to tell them that you are going to leave them, because they may unalive you before you have that opportunity. So this video is just to share. Y'all, please protect yourselves, men and women, because you do have men who are in abusive relationships as well. So this goes for men and women. Protect yourselves. Protect yourselves. Who would have known that this would have hit this close to home? So I'm out of here. Just wanted to share this brief video. Sad part about it, my brother went to court and this guy shows no remorse whatsoever. None whatsoever. She left children behind. It's sad. It is really sad. So protect yourselves. Don't take anything lightly that a person says to you. If they say it, believe it. Especially when they're angry, believe it. Don't allow them to say, oh, I said this because I was angry. Because the Bible says, out of the abundance of the heart, a man speaks. So whatever they're saying to you when they're angry, they may have not meant to allow it to come out, but that doesn't mean they didn't mean it. So take care of yourselves. Share this video. Get the message out there. I was literally talking to one of my providers, and I mentioned to her, I just happened to mention to her what was going on with my family. And she said, I'm going through the same exact thing. Filing a restraining order. So when you see people, the eyes could be very deceiving because you never know when someone is in that position. I promise you that is not a team that you would ever want to join. Just as she said, you wouldn't want to join that team. You wouldn't even want to say, I can't imagine what it feels like. You don't want to imagine what it feels like. Talk to your family. Talk to your friends if you're in that situation. Let everyone knows what's going on. You could be in your car with a friend one day, and you can see this individual pulling out. But if your friend don't know what's going on, you could be attacked along with your friend. But if she knows what's going on also, she could say, hey, there he goes. And then you both could be on the lookout. So never keep that away from your family and your friends. Unfortunately, if you're working and this person knows where you work, your place of employment needs to know what's going on. Everyone around you needs to know what's going on. It doesn't have to be detailed, but just let them know that you are in an abusive relationship if you're not already out of it, or you're trying to get out of it, or you're already out of it. Whatever the case may be, let people know. Do not do this thing in silence. Don't do it in silence. But I gotta go.